Magical Rescue in the Forest, The Tale of Celeste and Emily. I, a unicorn named Celeste, woke up early in the morning to the bright sunlight filtering through the dense tree branches in our magical forest. Mornings usually start peacefully, but today there was something unusual in my heart, as if a premonition of something important. Venturing a bit further from my cozy little home, I heard soft sobbing coming from deep within the forest. I couldn't ignore it and hurried towards the source of the sound. Soon I saw a little girl sitting under a tree. Her eyes were filled with tears, and her face expressed fear and confusion. "Hello," I said gently, trying not to frighten her. "My name is Celeste. What's your name?" The girl looked up at me with surprise.
Hello, Celeste. My name is Emily. I'm lost and can't find my way home.
I smiled at her, trying to reassure her. "Don't worry, Emily," I said. "I'll help you find your way. Stay close to me." We started walking through the forest. Emily held onto my mane, and we followed the winding path. Along the way, I told her about the magical creatures living in our forest, talking birds, shimmering butterflies, and tiny fairies hiding among the flowers. The forest became less frightening for Emily. Suddenly, we heard the sound of a river and stopped. "We'll cross the river, and then we'll come out onto a clearing where you'll recognize the way home," I explained. Carefully, we crossed the river using the stones. On the other side, the forest became less dense, and soon we emerged into a clearing. Emily looked around, her face lighting up with joy.
I recognize this place. My home is very close.
We continued walking, and soon I saw a small cottage on the edge of the clearing. A woman, presumably her mother, was standing on the porch. When she saw Emily, she rushed towards her and hugged her tightly.
Emily, I was so worried. Where have you been?
Her mother asked, tears of joy filling her eyes.
Mom, Celeste found me and brought me home.
Emily said, pointing at me. Her mother looked at me and smiled.
Thank you, Celeste. We will never forget your kindness.
I approached Emily and gently touched her with my horn. "You can always call me if you need help, Emily," I said. "Remember, magic is always nearby. You just have to believe." Emily hugged me, and I felt warmth and joy. With a quiet neigh, I headed back into the forest, leaving behind a shimmering trail. My mission was complete, and I returned home with a sense of satisfaction and happiness, knowing that I'm always ready to help those in need. Since then, every time I walk through the forest, I remember that day and look at the places where I once met Emily. And although I haven't seen her again, I know that she will always remember and believe in the magic and wonders of our forest.